Hello and welcome to another episode of Glory of Golden State Gaming. I'm your host, Swamp Swimmer, and today we are doing the list review for the Wicked 2023 Wichita, Kansas, run by the one, the only Rob Navarez, who was on the call. How you doing?
What's up, my nerds?
Nerds. And then to round out our pitiful attempt at a well-versed ninth age panel, we have Josh.
Kenyon just called me round.
Ro is, I think, trying to jump on, but I don't know. He's having technical difficulties. He might jump in a little bit. But I hear Ro, but he's super quiet.
We
Yes.
could be here.
Yeah,
Ro.
Ro, we can hear you. Anyway. Okay. He's just super quiet.
Yeah.
Ro's here. Okay.
It wasn't a pun.
We're doing a list review. Rob, give me a quick rundown of the tournament. How many years has this been running? What are you excited for? Fill me in.
Yeah. Well, this is, like you said, the Wicked GT. This is our ninth year in a row. We've already got some good things going for next year for the 10-year anniversary, but 2023 is our ninth year in a row, held here in Wichita. Voted on by a lot of the players as one of the best tournament, along with Red River Rumble in the country. We try to put on a great show. Really, one of my things is I try to get people completely entertained from the time they get there to the time they leave, in addition to 5 games from ninth age. And I feel like we've done a pretty good job at that. So Wicked GT, I do cap it at 32 always, so we can have 4 divisions of 8 if you think in sports terms. So if you don't win overall, you still get a chance to win one of your 4 divisions. And that's based solely on battle points, which is a lot of tournament players like. So a little bit different there, how we grade there. But it's got its own thing. And like I said, 9 years, we're going strong. I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Me too. I'm always excited to go to the Wicked. As many of you know, I go to a bunch of tournaments in the United States. I have always consistently said that Ro and Rob run the best tournaments in the United States. Hands down, the Wicked's going to be a blast. I'm super excited. But just a little foreshadowing. Later this week, I'm going to be releasing a video going over the Silicon Hammer in San Jose, California, which Josh and I just went to. I'm not going to give the final verdict on this video, but let's just say Silicon Hammer is giving you guys a run for your money. Tune in on my channel for that video. It'll be later this week sometime. But let's get to the list. Let's get to the list.
Hold on, I talked to Joe about that, and he told me a few people were saying that. I was like, hey, man, that's good, man. I really, personally, I tried to get there. The flights were just out of control. I really tried to make that one up.
Hey, man, I enjoy just going to a good tournament. That's all I care about. But let's see. Yeah, we got 32 lists. 32 lists. I don't want this video to run over 2 hours long. I think that's crazy. So we're gonna limit to like 5 minutes a list or less. Okay. Let's go to match 1. Good old Jurand versus good old Jeff Durham. 2 excellent players. Round 1, table 1. This is gonna be one to watch. I'm gonna say it right now. Jurand running the Vermin Swarm. He's finally back to the Vermin Swarm. That dirty rat bastard. He's done it. He's back.
I can't believe it. He hates the current book. I can't believe it's actually what he's running.
Let's see. He's got 2 Swarm Piece. I'm gonna do a quick overview of the list. Like, I'm not gonna read through the whole thing like I normally do. 2 Swarm Priests, a House Prefect, 2 big blocks of Virgin Legionnaires, some Velites, some Slaves, big block of Brutes, a block of Mormillo Brutes, Giant Rats, 5 Rotary Guns, 3 Deep Fire Throwers, and 3 Moss Rifles. So basically 3 cannons. Lesser cannons, but cannons. I mean, they toned down the Vermin Swarm list to be not as crazy with shooting, but this is still a lot of shooting. Rob, what do you think of this list? You know some stuff about Vermin Swarm.
I don't claim to know a whole lot, but I mean, like you said, it's a Jurand list. It's got some shooting in it, and that's going to be tough to deal with. In addition, I know there's a lot of people that are not a fan of the Skaven book. I really like what they're doing with the leadership thing, and as long as you can keep units big, they're pretty tough.
As
So
long as you
I
can
like
roll,
the shooting.
as long as you can pass 7 cold-blooded rerollable psychology tests, you're good.
Exactly
think-
that. Yeah.
I think the marshmallow brutes are a little squishy.
The Marino Brutes he did not give them one of the weapon teams. This is just 4 with halberds, paired weapons, and I think they have Weapon Master and shields. So
They
this
actually don't have Weapon Master.
Oh, they don't. So how does that work with the halberd, paired weapons, and shield?
You just have to choose one, and then that's it. You're stuck with it.
Once you pick it, you're stuck with it till the end of the combat. Not till the end of the round, till the end of the entire combat.
I see. Okay, this is just
Always
some big
it's good picking.
blocks. This is some big blocks and some shooting to back it up. The typical Vermin Swarm. It's also the first Swarm Priest is on a Whispering Bell, just so you guys know that. Also, question, he's got only 2 Holy Triumvirate Wizards, the 2 Swarm Priests. So that means he cannot choose the 5/6 spells?
They're trying to be a triumvirate. It's not quite there. Avatar of Havana Beans.
Oh, and the House Prefect is on the Brute Mount. So he's probably going to go into the Marino Brutes?
I think he's on I've never seen that build before. I think he's on a 40 mil. But
Yeah.
I don't 100%
Yeah, but
know.
the Marino Brutes are he's on 40 mil, so he's going with the Fethys Brutes.
Yeah, they're 50.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, that's his list. Let's look at Jeff's really quick here. Running the Sylvan Elves. He doesn't normally run these. Ooh, hey, Joel just jumped on the call. We got a lot of feedback coming from your mic, Joel. Forest Prince on foot on a horse with the Wild Hunter upgrade. Druid Master, Druid Adept, Thicket Shepherd, Chieftain BSB, Archers, Forest Guard, Heath Riders, a big block of Thicket Beasts, 10 Wild Huntsmen, which is where the Forest Prince is going, an Eagle, 2x5 Pathfinders. So really not a lot of shooting, just 2x5 Pathfinders and the Archers. I mean, when it goes for a Sylvan Elves list, but it's going to hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I actually played this list with my might have been a little bit different. I played it with my Skaven. I came up with a 15-5 on it. But I did have I needed 11 on charge, and I made it 11, and that really kind of changed the game.
Yeah.
But his big unit of archers,
Yeah.
if I remember right, normally he's got the BSB in there, and it's 27 guys, and they just put out so many shots. And he's, between cosmology, he can give them that +1 aim, so they're like 2 pluses, and
Yeah.
they put out a lot of shots, and those Pathfinders pretty much hit on 2s on everything, and they give them AP3, so it's deceptive on how much damage you can do in shooting.
So he just perforates you from a distance and then sends in the huntsman when he feels like it's time to roll you.
Yeah.
Right, and the Huntsman, that banner of the Silent Mist, don't sleep on that. They count as being in soft cover, and that just gives them survivability.
So, and he's running
I
Druidism.
feel like this is,
He's running Druidism Cosmology, so he's gonna be able to heal back guys pretty easily.
Druidism got so much better after that last change.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, it did. Hell yeah, it did. So
I think the huntsman banner. I think the huntsman banner is kind of a missed opportunity,
which banner?
or not. The banner, of the Silent Mist opportunity,
Josh.
or not. We're not.
Josh. So, Shooty with a little bit of hard-hitting Sylvan Elves versus Jurand's Vermin Swarm, which is very shooty and blocky. And I think Joel in the chat said the Dictator has Holy Triumvirate also, so he gets the Holy Triumvirate. He gets to choose the 5/6 spells with his Adepts.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Dictator, General, Occultism, I Am the Senate. Maybe it's the Avatar of Favana that does it.
Maybe, yeah.
So,
wow.
This is two excellent players, so I think you can't judge too much on the play of the players in this matchup. Who's going to win this game? Oh, question, Rob, what's the round 1 deployment and secondary?
Frontline and breakthrough.
Y'all are going to make me... What is it?
It's frontline and breakthrough.
Frontline and breakthrough.
I have no puns for that.
I think, just based upon that, neither of them are going to go for the breakthrough. They're just going to shoot at each other.
Well,
why wouldn't Jurand go for the breakthrough? He's got 70 billion bodies.
Yeah.
Jeff's got Archers, Forest Guard, Heath Riders, and Thicket Beast that score.
Okay, how about now? All right, y'all, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
hear
hear
you fine.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, all right.
The Thicket Beast can walk across that field pretty easily.
Yeah,
I've never used the Moss Rifle, so I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I imagine it's like a cannon, so he starts hitting a few of those, he can take a couple off.
Yeah, but they've got the 4-up, 5-up, don't they? Special save.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel like if he uses it, he'll hit a few moss?
Yeah. Okay, my vote in this game. Gosh, this is a hard choice. I think I'm gonna give it to Jurand. I think he's gonna shove those big blocks of Vermin Legionnaires up there, and they're just gonna stick whatever they touch, and he's just gonna shoot the bejesus out of whatever's there.
Okay.
What's your guys' votes?
I've seen Jeff do a lot more with a lot less. I like the anvil of the Thicket Beasts compared to the flexibility of the Wild Riders, and I mean, Jurand's got bodies, but I don't know. I have the impression that Jurand is relying on people trying to fight their way through him, and I don't think Jeff's likely to try to do that. So they're not matched on shooting, but they're close. It's tough. It's gonna be a close game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it. I don't even like it. I'm gonna give it to Jeff.
Okay. The tiebreaker, Rob. What do you think?
I just think Vermin Swarm are in a better position armory book wise. And I think he's got the edge. Vermin, Jurand win.
All right. I hate to admit it, but we're voting for the Dirty Rat Bastard.
Yeah.
Okay. Matchup 2, Noah versus Fergus. I am so excited to see Fergus at this tournament. He's such a cool guy, such a fun guy.
He talked a lot about trying to get here, and this is his first one. So I'm glad he's able to make it.
Okay, Noah from Denver. He's been playing these Sylvan Elves for a little while now. He played the last tournament too. He's running those big blocks of cavalry hitters.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing so well. There you go.
Forest Prince on a great
Also, worth noting, he's 1 month away from being able to legally drink.
Oh, shnikes. Shnikes.
When has that ever stopped us before?
I'm annoyed by that because I have to pay a corkage fee for him, and he's not going to be drinking.
Oh.
You've always had the corkage in a little tight.
So that wasn't your best. That wasn't your best.
Oh boy. So he's got the 2 huge blocks of Huntsmen, both with a character in it, I'm assuming. The Forest
With the Banner
Prince.
Speed.
Both with Banner of Speed. He's got the Briar Maidens, which I think he puts his Wizards in there. Then he's got a big block of Forest Guard with the BSB in it, and 2 units of Archers, 32 shots. and a unit of Heath Riders.
Yeah, and those Heath Riders score. Don't sleep on them. They move fast and they can score.
No, wait, he has the Heath Hunter upgrade on him, which makes him.
Okay, no, all right,
Yeah,
the
they're the
Hunter's
fast
one.
cav guys. Yeah. He's got
Never to score.
He's got three. No, he's got one scoring unit. No, just the 2 archers and the forest guard. The 2 archers and the forest guard. 3 scoring units.
Okay. One that's been popping up a lot lately in Sylvan Elf list is the forest guard with Sylvan blades. I really like that on forest guard. Gives them offensive 6, strength 3, AP 1, a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
I like it
Yeah.
for a core unit.
It can blend. It can blend for sure. And he's running cosmology and shamanism, so that'll help him in combat also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shamanism on you.
Quick.
Fergus. He's running his Highborn Elves again, of course. He loves his Highborn Elves. He's got the General on the Griffin with the Nova Flare, Mage Master on Pyromancy, Commander BSB Krennic Tower, Lancers, Archers, Reavers, Flame Wardens, Frost Phoenix, Fire Phoenix, and 2 Reapers.
Are the Flame Wardens the 4-up Aegis guys?
Yes, they are.
Is a Reaper, is that a Bolt Thrower?
That is a, yep.
Okay.
And he's got a Frosty and a Fire guy. Those Phoenixes are really annoying.
The Frost Phoenix lowers your agility just like the Frost Mammoth, and that's just devastating. The Fire Phoenix fights really well. The Seaguard Reapers peel off wounds. If you have any kind of a single model that can take on the Fire Frost Phoenix, you can kill them. They're only, I think they're toughness 5, but you know, good old Flame Wardens are there to try to see if they can change things. I don't know exactly what the Nova Flam and the Diadem of Protection.
It gives him an Aegis save, and he hits real hard.
I just assumed it was a Dyad in the forest. He rolls right through you. So
I think it's like the murder chicken that John used to run.
Yeah.
I think that Nova Flare does. Even if he doesn't charge, he counts as charging with the land.
Yeah, it's a one-time use. He counts as charging.
Yeah, one use only, and it's annoying as hell.
The fact that there's an Asphad Scholar, I'm actually gonna just leave that alone. I'm just gonna walk right by that. Not even gonna pick it up. Just lay it sitting there on the street.
Yeah, that's not even low hanging. That's just sitting on the ground.
It was a passing fad. You know what I mean?
Oh God, Josh. Oh.
You promised you would leave it alone.
I did. I passed right by it.
I'm going off of mute for that one, Josh. Come on, man. Damn it, man.
Okay, so we've got the 20 archers that are going to do what they do.
Yeah.
Bolt throwers, do they still do the 6-shot thing where they can do that?
Yeah.
Or the 1-shot? So those have always just been reliable.
I think Fergus has got it because Noah's got some fast-moving charges with these Wild Huntsmen, but I feel like he can't throw one of those Wild Huntsman units into the Flame Wardens because they'll stick because that damn 4-up Aegis save.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think Fergus has got just enough shooting to whittle down his elite units.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking 2 Seaguard Reaper shots at a unit of Huntsmen. That there's going to be some dead Huntsmen, you know.
Yeah.
A banner of speed, so that makes a movement 10. I mean, they're pretty quick, so if Fergus can get the jump and get some shots and some good magic, turn 1, I think it's Fergus.
Yeah. Josh, what do you think?
I'm inclined to agree. I'm not going to make any more puns because people yell at me.
No, I like your puns. Keep going. Row, give me your vote on this one.
I'm going with the Gimp on this one, man. I think he's got it.
He's got the Gimp. Okay, so that's 4 votes for the Gimp. I'm just gonna point out right now. I have, obviously I've got Fergus's phone number in my phone. It is in my phone under Fergus the Gimp. That will forever be his name.
That's what it is in mine too. When I first introduced it to my wife, I was like, "This is shit, dude. I don't even know your first name because I was just it's Fergus."
All right, so that is 4 votes for Fergus. 4. Clean sweep. Fergus, don't let us down. Please, don't let us down.
Noah, prove us wrong.
All right, matchup 3. Okay, so this is, I don't know who this is. Sigbjorn?
Yes, this is the guy who he emailed me about 3 weeks ago and said he would be in Wichita for business this week. I don't know what he does that would send him here, but he's from Norway. He's from Norway.
That's super cool.
He's gonna be doing the business, all right.
That's sick.
Got this list going.
Sigbjorn, welcome to the Wicked. I'm so stoked you're coming. I'm excited to meet you. But you're running Soaring Ancient, so I love you even more.
You paused there for a second, Kenyon. Sorry about Josh is what you were trying to say.
Wow. Unnecessary roughness, 15-yard penalty.
Oh gosh. Okay, he's got the Alpha with the Cleansing Light and Starfall scales. He's got the Anararch on Alchemy. He's got the Skink with the bow. He's got 29 Tega Warriors with 2 Cayman Elders. Skinks with Caymans also. 8 Raptors. 2 units of Ramphidons. Some magnetic short bows. A Carnosaur, which is probably with the Hunt Leader, so it's probably going in the Raptors. And 2 Stygiosaurs with the upgrade. This is a good list.
We have 2 guys weekly that run Soaring Ancients, and that army book it's just chaos. I don't know what's who or what they do, and then one week they have distracting, and then the next week I don't know. So I believe you whatever you say about this army.
Well, he's got the Alpha that wants to get into combat. He's got both Ramphidon units want to get into combat. The Carnosaur with the Raptor packs wants to get into combat. The Stygiosaurs want to get into combat. The only shooting he has is the Gorillas with the Skink character, and that's it. And then 2 big blocks.
What all will be affected by the marking lure? That's pretty much all of his combat units, right?
The Stygiosaurs will, and the Carnosaurs, right? I think they're
I feel like the guys we played put one on from Ramphidons too.
And the Ramphidons. So he is placing. Let's see. The Skink has the Infiltrator Dart. So at the beginning of the game, he's placing 2 markers, and then anything he shoots with these magnetic bows will be marked also.
Yeah. And remind us again, what is that? What does the mark do again?
Lets you re-roll to hit. And with the Ramphidon specifically, it gives you a bunch more attacks and craziness.
Marked for death. I love the double Carnosaur.
Yeah,
It's like he knew ahead of time.
The double Carnosaur is good.
He had unlawful Carnosaur knowledge.
I feel like he packed in a lot into this list. And on top of all that, he's got the frog with alchemy and forbidden mastery. So he's got the alchemy with also 2 pyromancy spells.
Fralchemy.
All right. I think this is a good list. I approve, Sigbjorn. I'm excited to meet you. Cody from Denver. I so many good players coming to this tournament. So many nice players coming to this tournament. Cody's both of those a great player and like the nicest guy ever. So this is gonna be a hard vote for me. Cody's running KOE, which I don't know any of the rules for. He's got a Paladin General who's probably hitty. Yeah. He's hitty in combat. The Master on Druidism, a Folk Hero BSB. I hate those Folk Heroes.
They're not as good as they used to be.
He's got the Cleric upgrade, so I think that's like gives you more Orison tokens. He's got 1, 2, 3 Feudal Knights. He's got some Knights Resplendent. He's got some Knights of the Quests and some Peg Knights. So this is a Knight list.
Yep, all mounted. Yeah, the Questing Knights, they're going to do what they do. They're solid. Knights Resplendent, I really like the Knights Resplendent. With the Castellan's Crest, even better. I got real quiet. Can y'all hear me still?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the Castellan's Crest gives them the ability. So Resplendent Knights get +1 advance whenever they charge. So it makes them, I think, speed 10, 9 or 10. No, I think it's 9. So then if you happen to fail that charge, they get, if they get charged the next turn, they still count as charging. So you're still taking some strength 6 hits. So that's solid for Resplendent in case you happen to fail it.
How many points is that ability, or is it just built in?
That's just built in, baby.
I think it's only 20 points, maybe 25. But you have to fail the charge before, which there's already that. So
Poor things.
Okay.
The folk hero, like I said, the folk hero they beat him up. He's not near as good as he used to. I still like him, but he's not what he was. You know how much I used to hate my folk hero.
Yeah. I think
I think you could get along with him now.
This is a really even matchup now that I think about it, because Cody obviously has the charge advantage. All of his units charge really far. But the Ramphidons are a really good counter to these knight units.
He's going to have to use that chaff often and early, I think. Like, probably turn 2, it's all chaff all day. So I don't love that for the Saurians, but by the same token, I want to say the Carnosaurs can do work, but like only kinda.
Yeah, there's no big multi-wound things for them to go to, for the Alpha Carnosaur to go into.
But I'm looking at Cody's list, and maybe the 6 Feudal Knights, maybe. Other than that, I see no chaff.
Yeah.
And with an all mounted
the
army.
Pig Knights are chaff, and the Wizards are chaff on a bad day, right? Folk Hero chaff. It's
515 points of chaff. I don't know.
Hey man, level 4 mage chaff, it's a thing.
With an all mounted list, you don't need that much chaff because you have the zoning threat everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised this early in the morning to see a night game. Say it. That was one of my better ones. That was one of my better ones.
Josh.
Okay. I like the list.
Yeah, it's a hammer. It's just a hammer list. I mean, I don't know. Sigbjorn has the AP to get through the armor.
I'm gonna go Saurian Ancients.
I think I am also. I mean, I don't know if Sigbjorn's a great player or a really bad player. I don't know Sigbjorn at all. Yeah, but I guess yeah.
The only thing that Sigbjorn has that is really going to get really charged is the blocks, and my guess is the blocks can take a charge. That's the point, right? So unless Cody double charges and even better flank charges, I see the lizards fighting their way out of this one.
Yeah, it's true.
So
yeah, I agree with that.
I think I'm going lizards as well.
Row, what are you saying? Row?
Sorry, yeah, you're gonna hear kids crying and all that stuff in the background. Man after my own heart with that list. That's very similar to the type of list that I would take with Saurian Ancients. I mean, it's go big or go home. I got to go with SA on this one.
Okay.
Oh,
actually, I'm going back. I went back to look at Sigbjorn's magic, and he's got Druidism. I give the edge to that.
So you're voting for the Saurian Ancients, right?
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, I looked at the wrong one. Yes.
Okay.
Saurians is my pick. Yeah. Druidism is just so good.
All right, Saurian 4 votes. 4 votes for Sigbjorn. Don't let us down, Cody. You know the deal. Just prove us wrong. Do your thing. All right, matchup 4. Who is Corn53? I don't know who that is.
It's Eric Wilmer. I'm sure you know him.
Oh, Eric. Yeah, Eric's coming. I'm excited for that. Eric, another awesome guy. Playing against, Joe Frith coming from California with the California crew. Joe Frith, great guy. He's the guy who ran Silicon Hammer with his friend Joel. Joe's another great guy. Man, all these guys are great. I'm excited. Corn. Eric is taking Ogre Cons, a Shaman General Master on Thaumaturgy, Shaman Adept on Shamanism, Con BSB, 10 Bruisers, 11 Tribesmen, 2x5 Trappers, 3x3 Bombardiers, and double Rock-a-Rock. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, sir. That
Dude,
is
shaming on you for this list.
Yeah,
This is outstanding. This is an in-your-face push, and your shooters on the side that you have absolutely no time to contend with. By the way, they score.
He built this army a couple years ago, and it's all completely converted. So you'll have to get a chance to look at it. It's like all like a samurai. They all have the little props and stuff. It's a pretty cool looking army too.
Yeah, and I hate this list, which means it's going to do well.
Yeah, I hate ogres in general, but yeah.
all right. Well,
yeah, that's a tough one.
I mean, there's shooty there. There's the 3x3 Bombardiers. There's 2 big blocks to hold you up in the center of the board, and then 2 Rock-a-Rocks to smash you, and 2 trappers to trip you up.
I feel like the elephant being chased by the mouse. I'm like literally most afraid of those damn trappers. Like they're the biggest problem on the table. They're not. There's no cats. They're what are they? They're DTs and chaff and just a murderous pain in the ass. While you're dealing with them, the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
turn a terrain piece into the dangerous or something.
Into extra
Yeah,
DTs.
the soccer standard can't avoid.
Yeah.
Like I have a soccer standard. Good for you. That's really not going to have an effect here. Thanks for playing. Remember that time you thought you were safe? Yeah, no, not so much for knights, buddy.
I mean, against a low shooty list, this looks really good, but I want to see what Joe's bringing. I have no idea what Joe's bringing.
It's like a perfect counter.
Oh, boy.
As I recall, Joe's bringing the hurt.
Oh, boy. He's got an interesting character mix. Runesmith General. With a bunch of stuff that I don't know what it does. A Thane BSB with Rune of Lightning. A Dragon Seeker. Rune of Destruction, Rune of Smashing. Greybeards, Clan Warriors, Seekers, Miners, double unit of 20 Miners, interesting. Rangers, and 2 Steam Copters in a unit.
It's like an armored beast herds list.
So the Rangers Scout and the Miners ambush, right?
Ambush, yeah. And then those 25 Seekers will have that Dragon Seeker with them. And he did give him Vanguard, but not the Brotherhood of whatever, so there's still a
there's just a
rank
unit.
in unit right there.
I mean,
so you're saying they get ranks?
Man,
He's also got a Vanguard Clan Warriors too. So and the Greybeards Vanguard too with Standard of Swiftness. So he's got 3 Vanguard in unit.
Very concerned about his van. He does not want to leave it unguarded.
But he doesn't really. I don't think he really wants to Vanguard because everything's coming at him anyway.
Yeah, but it's nice to end up in someone's face if you've deployed him properly, right?
Yeah.
And that Dragon Seeker is gonna.
Yo, the Dragon Seeker's gonna have a day. Dragon Seeker's gonna have a day.
He did not give him the Rune of Quickness though, so he's only agility 5 instead of 8. But there could be some things, that goes first.
Ooh, this is a hard choice, to be honest. This is a very hard choice. I mean, are his miners gonna make a difference coming up behind to hit the Bombardiers, maybe?
They'll probably make a minor difference. Sorry.
Jesus.
God damn it, man. That was a softball right there. Whoever did that. Who did that, Kenyon?
Oh God.
I'm gonna go edge to Dwarven Holds.
Edge to Dwarven Holds. Oh man, this is a tough choice. I think I'm gonna give an edge to Eric. I think those bombardiers are gonna they're mobile enough they can turn around and shoot the miners pretty easily. He's got the 2 trappers to slow down the seekers. Ooh, I don't know. I'm torn. I'm recusing my vote. I don't know. I can't. 10-10.
You have to vote.
Oh gosh. I'm doing it. Joe. I'm saying the dwarves. Joe, because simply because Joe's coming from the Bay Area. Go Joe.
I'm of the opinion that Go Joe is worthwhile and valid, and I think Joe is an amazing guy, and I'm really glad he's coming. It's going to be a great time. I'm actually like happier as a human being knowing he's going to be there, but I cannot go back on a double rock list. Rock can't stop the rock. I like it. I'm going Ogre Cons on this one.
Okay. Ro, you want to even it up?
I'm here. Yeah, 2 things. One, Rob said agility 5 ain't that high, so that's how I know I'm playing the wrong army. That's the number 1. Number 2, I'm going with Ogre Con. I think my boy E-Double pulls this one out, man.
All right. 2 and 2. 2 votes is tied up. I'm really excited who. Well, A, this is going to be an awesome game because they're both really awesome players to play against, and B, it's a close game, so it's like I'd happily sit down and eat some popcorn and watch this game.
Should be a cool game to watch for sure.
All right.
I can offer you alcohol, but not popcorn.
There's gonna be no popcorn. I'm not even a popcorn guy. That was just a joke. Okay, Kurt versus Max. Maxwell. Do I know Max Lapora?
Yeah, he's a Michigan guy. Glasses, brown hair, kind of dark hair.
Max, I apologize.
Every list he plays is kind of maxed out.
Kurt's bring in the Saurian Ancients. I love it. He has been complaining about the Saurian Ancients for how long, and he's running them in a tournament.
Forever is the end.
He's running the Alpha. He's running the Skink with the bow. A big block of Tegu Warriors with the Relentless Company. No Caimans in it. Unit of 6 regular Caimans. 2 pieces of...
They came in and they went. They're not sticking around.
Jesus.
You got to admire Kurt for sticking with it, though, man.
Right.
Kurt is all about. This is like a spite list. It's actually shockingly similar to the other one too.
Yeah, it's very close. 8 Raptor Riders, 10 Raptors, Pterodons, Gorillas, a Carnosaur, which is either going into the Raptors or the Raptor Riders, either one, and then 2 Stygiosaurs. Yeah, this is a very close list to Sigbjorn's.
It's got an extra marking lore with the Skink Gorillas.
Yeah, he had that in his list also.
10 Raptor pack with Corrosive Spitter. That can't be good.
Oh, he's got the Corrosive Spitter. I just noticed that. That's a fun little item. That's a fun magic because it auto hits the number of hits equal to the number of models in the unit. So if that unit has been untouched, it's going to auto breath weapon 10 hits.
That's what Dennis Nedry got hit with in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, right in the face.
Okay, I thought you were saying the unit you're in contact. So you get 60 hits on my 60-man unit. Okay, so it's the number of models in this.
Number of models in the unit. One-time use. I thought it was multiple use, like the salamanders, but it's one-time use.
Gotcha.
All right.
That thing unloads.
Max.
Well, based on the Discord chat, Kurt thinks he is in for it against these Infernal Dwarves.
Oh, Max bringing the Infernal Doors, the ID. He's got the Bull of Overlord on a bull. Is that the lesser bull or the bigger bull? The lesser bull.
I think that's the big one.
Isn't the bigger bull the great bull? The big bull is the greater bull of Shimon, right? Or am I just imagining things?
I don't know.
If he's traveling for this, he's traveling for this game. They asked to see his ID. He like pulls out his army.
Oh boy. Yeah, this thing's gonna blow stuff up in combat. He's got the Prophet General Master on Pyromancy. He's got the Vizier BSB. He's got a Conjure Apprentice on Witchcraft. 2x15 Citadel Guard with Flintlock Axes. 22 Vassal Levs. 5 Torok Anointed. Big unit. 21 Disciples of Lugar. Interesting. And some Chaff and a Kadim Titan Walking Volcano, which is the shooty one.
So he has Torok, but he has no Torok character, right? He just has like, they're just chilling on their own.
It's just a unit of 5 out there doing their thing with infernal weapons and shields.
That's interesting. Because Simon
is in the chat. Simon Herfrey, New York represent. He is confirming that is the small bull. So it's not the gigantic bull. It's the large cavalry bull.
Well,
so it's a Shmoot point. It's not.
Oh, fuck, Josh. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna say it right now. I think Max has got it. He's got a lot of multi-wound stuff to throw on some stuff with a lot of wounds. He's got a lot of flaming to reroll to wound and go through any sort of fortitude save he has. I hate it to say it, Kurt. I love you, but this is you're gonna get blown out.
Dang, calling a blowout too, huh?
Yeah.
I think Kurt's got enough moving pieces here. He's going to be able to get the matchups that work for him. 15 Citadel Guard. You know, they're still dwarves, but, you know, if he gets the right matchup, I think he can take care of that, and I'm going to give the edge to Sorry It Ain't.
Wow, okay. Josh, what do you think?
I think Kurt kind of wants none of these combats, but by the same token, I don't see a lot of mobility happening against him. So, I mean, unless Max is like just out there making it happen with those Torok, unaided, and the Bulls just, you know, going ape with the Titan, maybe side by side, and like rolling up the line, I kind of feel like Kurt isn't in as bad a situation as he would otherwise appear. So I'm going Kurt.
Wow.
Alpha Carno, get them.
You guys are ridiculous. I don't know what you were thinking. Ro, what do you think?
I got you, Kenyon. Don't worry about it, man. Hey, Kurt, you're my boy, man. Hey, we know how this Army list goes. I think you got a shot. Yeah, it's absolutely there. This was going to be tough. It's a tough draw for Sorry Ancients and how the list currently plays. Kurt, I played Pablo first round, so I'll see you at the bar. That's where I'm at on this.
See you at the bar. See you at the bar. The best part of the Wicked. See you at the bar. All right. That's 2-2. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty confident, but we'll see what happens. Speaking of which, Ro versus Pablo. Ooh. Pablo, as we know.
O.
So obviously Pablo has put aside his Orcs and Goblins because the new Orc and Goblin book is coming out this week. Quick shout out, in approximately 2 hours, my review of the new O&G book will drop on my channel, so stay, keep your eyes peeled for that. So he has dropped the O&Gs, and he is going with Highborn Elves.
Man, that was a shameless plug if I heard it. Right?
It was. It's my channel. I'll shamelessly plug myself all I damn want. He's got the High Prince General with the Nova Flare. It's a Hitty Prince, High Prince Sliver Prince with the Sliver of the Blazing Dawn, Master of the Chronic Tower. Then he's got an Adept Mage on with the book Essence of a Free Mind, so he's got Cosmology or Pyromancy. Then he's got 3 units of Sea Guard. He's got Reavers, Archers, Flame Wardens, 2 Fire Phoenixes, and 3 Reapers. He's
just full shooting, full combat, full fuck you.
This is a lot of shooting.
That's
this
such
is
a Pablo list.
That is a Pablo list. That is a Pablo.
Shoot. Actually, no, I meant combat.
Yeah, this is absolutely a Pablo list. Yeah.
This is a tough list. And those Fire Phoenixes, they're not shooting, but they can just swim, they can just flame over you and just take care of small units very easily. And then you're going to get into
shooting, it counts as shooting.
You're going to get into the Flame Wardens, and they're just going to sit there and beat the bejesus out of you. And then you're going to get countercharged by a Griffin, Nova Flare Griffin. Whew. This is a good list. This is a great list, Pablo.
Yeah. It's one anvil. It's one anvil. Catch me if you can. Please come on over to my side of the board. That'd be great. I'd love to upgrade my shooting. Yeah. I don't know that the High Princes can necessarily get it done once you're in range, but I'm betting the Fire Phoenix can if all of them come together at the same time.
Yeah.
And if you're foolish enough to decide to sit back, I mean, even a bolt thrower will take apart it's sort of the best of both worlds.
Which is a perfect segue into our list because he's not going to do that at all. He's going right for him. Beast Surge running right at him.
Ro, bring in the Beast Surge. I love it. I love the Beast Surge. Ro, do you want to go over your list?
Yes. Sorry. Okay.
He sure does.
I switched it up. Normally, I start out with 2 Gortalks and then build the army around that. I switched it up, got rid of one of them. I have a Cyclops now. I have a new model, which is a centerpiece for my army. It'll debut on Saturday.
Ooh, I'm excited.
We got that Cyclops model. Yeah, I'm working on it right now. I have had mixed results with it. I killed the dragon not too long ago, and then he threw a rock on himself the other time. And it kind of hit or miss, but I'm gonna try it out and see. So 1 Gortog, 1 Cyclops, going with the Minotaurs and the Doom Bull as the general. Rerolls hits, rerolls wounds automatically. Well, that's the Crown of Horns. So rerolls the hits. Got the BSD in there also. So big unit 8 Minotaurs. They're rerolling hits, impact hits, battle focus, all that. Everybody knows Minotaurs.
Yeah.
If they get a charge off, not a lot of stuff can sit through it. Went ahead and got rid of some of the other stuff that I've always had. Got 2 ambushing units. I added some Longhorns. You can get 23 Longhorns, put a couple of beast chieftains in there, and he is in that unit, which I loved it the other day. I was playing Chris not too long ago, and he did 12, 13 wounds or whatever, and said, all right, looks like an auto break, and I said, all right, bodyguard.
Yeah.
So Minotaur was right there, and we passed it and franked him, and last 5 games, here's what I'm going to say. Pablo, be on notice. Last 5 games, I have 100 points. The last 5 games I'm playing, right? So I have done well with this list. I think I've perfected it. I'm sure Pablo's going to make a liar out of me when it comes to that. But I know the strengths. I know the weaknesses. I've been playing B-Surge for a long time. I'm going to go after him. I'm not going to go like, man, Pablo's hard and this is going to be tough. I'm going to do my best to try and get it. Pablo's a good player. We'll see what happens, but I'm bringing it.
I love to hear that. Just go for gold.
Can that beast chieftain on the raiding chariot join units?
No, he can join other raiding chariot units, but he can still get picked off by cannons and if he does the bolt throwers, if he does the single shot, he can still pick out the character.
Even that though, I mean, that guy on a chariot, he's even scary for small Sea Guard units and stuff. You gotta, You got to take care of. You got to kill him where he can cause some damage.
The Beast Chieftain's 295 points, and it's got a 5-up Aegis. That you can just huck that forward like a frisbee.
I'm assuming he's Resilience 5, like a 2-up maybe.
He's a 2-up. He's a 2-up, 5-up, Resilience 5, 4 wounds.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put some focus on that guy.
Yeah, please shoot at that instead of the Minotaurs. Absolutely, all day. Pablo's gonna have 1, maybe 2 rounds of shooting.
And that's what I was gonna say. So that's the bad part to my list. It's we're beast herds, so we can get shot to shit very easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I think this game comes down to whoever gets first turn.
Took the words out of my mouth.
I mean, he can throw stuff in front of you. He can start sacrificing things. He's got the Reavers. He might start throwing the Phoenixes in front of you, but you've got a lot of pressure coming on him. The scary thing is, like, you don't want to put the Minotaurs into the Sliver Prince because he'll just slice and dice. I mean, this is a very swingy game for me.
Dice Sliver?
I'm going beast herds.
I think it really comes down to how he uses the Fire Phoenix, because with so many Wild Herd, with so many regular size units, that Stomp is going to come into play.
Yeah.
So
I think
if you're able to isolate or somehow control the Frost Phoenix or the Fire Phoenix, I don't think the Seaguard Reapers matter much. I don't think the shooting matters much. I think you get to the Seaguard and end them. I think even the Flame Wardens are in trouble based on the majority of what you got. I mean, you've got a Gortok and a Cyclops. They both stomp. So
I think no, because remember the Seaguard have spears, so they'll be agility, 7 on when you charge them.
Sure, they're agility elf.
And if you have the Prince with the Sliver, which he's going to do, the first Seaguard unit that you're gonna be able to charge is gonna have the Sliver Prince in it. Ro, I love you, but I think Pablo's got you on this one. I think Pablo's got you. I hate to root against Beast Herds, but I think Pablo's got you.
Nah, I think Beast got this.
All
Get
right.
across the table.
All right, prove me wrong, Ro. 3 votes for you, 1 vote for Pablo.
Well, hey, and like I said, this could be 30 minutes in and I'm at the bar. Or we can go down to the very end, man. I mean, we'll see. Love Pablo. I'm looking forward to it, man.
I'll see you there.
Here's how it goes. I'm rooting for Pablo, but if he wipes you, I'm buying your first beer for sure. This is game 1. All right.
Man, the beer is free. Buy me a burger, dude.
Why'd you say that? Oh man.
It's a Texas Roadhouse walking distance.
I'll buy you something. Don't you worry. Keith versus O'Brien.
Okay, hold on, Kenyon. Let me stop right there. I've given my hours worth. I gotta get up and get to bed.
Oh, no worries.
Still got work, but I want to say the venue opens at 5:00 on Friday. We'll have the whole thing until 11. Looking forward to people being there. Bars open gaming Friday, and then I've said this in email and everything. Both Friday and Saturday night, we'll be going down to a local bar and grill. Side Pockets got plenty of pool and stuff. I hope people join us for that. But otherwise, venue will be open at 5. We'll have all the gaming set up. 5 games in 9th age. You know how we do it. And I'm this one in particular, I'm just really looking forward to seeing everybody and getting there. And it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward. I hope the week goes fast.
I'm stoked. Yeah. Josh and I land around 7:30 p.m. and we're going straight to the hotel. And
it's a 1-minute drive from the airport.
We'll be there. I'm stoked. Thanks you for joining, and I'll see you this weekend.
I'm actually going to ride Kenyon from the airport to the venue.
Okay, I'm leaving on that note. Hey, so enjoy the list review. See y'all soon. All right.
All right, Keith is running his Demon Legions, which he loves to run.
He's gonna keep it on the DL though.
Jeez. A Scourge, a Courtesan, 2x22 Myrmidons, Hoarders, 2 Blazing Glories, and 3 Clawed Fiends. This is it's just a hard list, right? Or it's a tacky list.
Don't need to go that low. I think there's a lot of discussion lately on Myrmidons versus Succubi. And, you know, not that there's not just a multitude of puns with the word Succubi, but details. I sort of feel like Myrmidons still have a frontal assault edge. But if you're running the Scourge and you're running the Courtesan, don't Succubi kind of feel like just as appropriate? Like, that's thematically accurate. Why not have one of each or two of...
I never play demons. Myrmidons are the shooty guys, or are they the strength 5 attack?
They're the clippy claw. They're the strength 3 attack, but a bazillion of them, and they get bonuses.
Okay.
Outdoor.
That's right. Yeah, I was with you, Kenyon. But now this one is I want to say a standard Keith list, because he doesn't get to fix a lot of this stuff up. He doesn't have a lot of time to do modeling and make changes and all that stuff. But I played him a couple of times. It's a tough list, even for just by virtue of the fact of the rules. It's a tough list to play against, man.
No, those Blazing Glories with the big block of Hoarders. That's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with for any list. And it's a Scourge, man. The Scourge does work.
You rush the Anvil, you got 2 fighty blocks, you got 2 ridiculous characters, and you got 2, I guess they're not flying, but, you know, armor's not really a problem, and some quick stuff. Like
Josh, Stefan in the chat is saying that Myrmidons are the strength 5 attack guys. Not a lot of attacks, but they're strength 5 attacks. Succubi.
Yeah, Myrmidons are.
Okay, so they're the strength 5, but do they have the AP? I can't remember. They're just the strength 5 guys, right?
I have no idea.
Doesn't Bronze Backbone give him +1?
I don't know. It's demons. Who knows? Let's move on.
Exactly. Yeah, it's demons. And yeah, flip a coin. Yeah, flip a coin with their abilities.
Let's see here. O'Brien with the VC. He's got the Count General on a zombie dragon. Oh boy, Nosferatu. Then another guy on a steed. He's got Brother of the Dragon and Crimson Rage, so he's attacky. He's got Reaper's Harvest with his weapon, so that's the one that heals back knights. So he's probably in the 5 vampire knights. That's going to be a really tough unit to deal with. Evocation Necromancer, skeletons, bat swarms, 2x8 dire wolves, zombies, wraiths, phantom hosts, shrieking horror. This is an annoying list.
Nosferatu, but that doesn't mean you're going to.
Jesus. Oh boy. This is a good list. This is a really annoying list with 2 the race and the phantom hosts, which are super annoying, and then 2 units of dogs. Oh man, this is the question is, does he have anything that can take on the Scourge? I mean,
other than a zombie dragon?
No, the Scourge will go through a zombie dragon, right?
Yeah, fair.
I mean, maybe the only.
I don't know about go through. It'll be a fight. I don't know about go through it. I mean, that's still a.
I think O'Brien's got to get the 5 vampire knights with the vampire count into the Scourge to make that happen.
Great weapon with cleansing light, though. So much for Aegis.
Yeah, true. I think this is not just a push forward and see what happens. This is going to be a tactical game. But I think O'Brien's got it.
just looking list to list. Love Keith, Canadian guy. He always brings Canadian bacon to the Red River Rumble. Love it, man. Love it. But this is I just looking at the list. I see. Yeah. There you go. All right. Just looking at the list, I think that he outchaps him. I think O'Brien has the chap here.
Yeah,
with the dire wolves, with the bat swarms. And it's gonna if it comes down to that, to keeping things off, I think that O'Brien has the advantage. But this is closer than the list would make it out to be. But I think I'd give the nod to O'Brien.
Yeah. I think that's exactly the point. He's gonna be able to chaff everything except for the Scourge, and we'll see what happens with the Scourge. I'm voting for O'Brien, but Keith, if you use that Scourge right, I could be very wrong. Josh, what was your vote?
I haven't given one yet. I feel like the blocks in the Vampire Covenant do nothing but chaff, right? And the blocks in the Demon Army do nothing but fight. So I'm going demons.
Okay. Keith, you hear that? You got one vote. Go for it. Make the best of it. All right. Moving on. We've got match 8. Derek is also making the trek from California, from the Bay Area. Derek's a great player and an awesome guy. I'm so stoked he's here. He's playing against Jesse, who is also an amazing opponent to play. Jesse's super cool. This is gonna be guys. You've already won. You're playing each other. You've already won. Derek's running the Empire Sonstal. He was recent in the last tournament, Silicon Hammer. He was running VC, so now he's running back to the Empire Sonstal. Let's see here. Wizard on a cart, Wizard Master on Alchemy, a Prelate General on foot with the Locket, Marshal BSB, big unit of Halberdiers, Crossbows, Electoral Cav, State Militia, Imperial Guard with great weapons, 3x9 Imperial Rangers, an Imperial Giant with the repeater gun, and 30 Flagellants. This is a shooty list. This is a sit back, shoot you up. When you get to me, I'm gonna grind you.
Yes, I thought you said a shitty list. This is also true if you are sitting on the other end of it. It is a shitty list and it's a shitty list. Yes. The prelate most likely is going in there with the Imperial Guard, bodyguard. You're gonna have to kill him to a man. Strength 6 because he's got great weapons. And he's got all the prelate stuff that comes with it, reroll and battle focus, and then you got the wizards on top of that. This is a shitty list if you're sitting on the other end of it. Yes.
Damn it, Derek. Oh my goodness. It's a good list. That's a good list. Let's see what he's facing. Jesse, the VC, which he normally brings. He's doing he loves his 2x6. Oh no, this is different. I'm sorry, this is different. This is not his normal list. I take it all back. He's got the Vampire Count General on Occultism, Brotherhood of the Dragon, Crimson Rage, a Courtier on a horse, also Brotherhood Eternal Duelist, and another Vampire Courtier on a steed, Brother of the Dragon, Monster Hunter. Wow, jeez. Ghouls, zombies, bats, ghasts, and then 2x6 Vampire Knights with Flaming Standard.
Scroll up real quick. Let me see the Vampire Knights. Kenyon, I can't see it, sorry.
This is as far as it can go.
Okay, yeah. So I think this was a similar list that I played against not too long ago, or it may be the exact same list. Jesse came by a month ago or so, and we played, got full of it. Well, I got full of it. I was a lush and drink by myself. But yeah, the Zombie Knights, don't like them.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Don't like those. Yeah. He's got the two, the courtiers or courtiers or whatever I don't know, however you say that. Nothing to sneeze at. This isn't a gimme, that's for sure. But I'm glad. Let me step back for a second and just say, glad Jesse's gonna be there. He's had some stuff going on, you know, nothing crazy or anything like that, but just trying to look after himself. He came over here the other night for our birthday, for me and Rob's birthday. Got to see him again, got to hang out. We ready. We on it, man, and he's gonna be there this weekend, and we're gonna have a good time, man. So I'm glad he's back in it playing, you know. And we've had some games here and there. Always tough. Like I said, nothing is ever a gimme, man, because he knows what he's doing. Sometimes, you know, the dice just don't roll. I mean, we know that. We all know that, right? You need a 5-inch charge and you roll double one.
My only gripe about this list is he didn't give the Reaper's Touch, the one that heals back knights, to any of his characters. That's my one gripe, but this is still a strong list.
Eldritch Inscriptions is not bad, yeah. I agree. He's got a couple of swarms. I can't stand him. I mean, Chaff, he does that to me every time, and I'm like, I'll charge. Yeah, I got to charge. Got to get him out of there. Tough list. Having played him with Beast Herds and with Saurian Ancients, I believe, and all that, but also playing him with Empire. It's going to be a tough one for Jesse. I think the Empire has the nod on this one. Love you, Jesse, but I think Empire's got this one.
I am not 100% sure about that. He's got armor. He's got bodies. I mean, the flagellants are gonna be a pain in the butt. Yeah. Maybe I think it's a slight edge to Derek. It's not gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, but I mean, let's look at those Imperial Guard. What happens? What's he got for them? What's
you throw the zombies in the front and then you try to flank it? You're right.
Maybe. I mean, but they're gonna chew through them zombies very easily, man. I mean, they're not running anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a game of strategy here in this one. It'll be tough.
Josh, you just got back. Do you have an opinion on these two lists here? I'm leaning towards Derek as well. Yeah. I mean, you know, you were swarmed against charging, and now you're just Saurian.
You know what, Jesse? I still got faith in you, man. You can do this. You can do this, man. It's all about positive mental thought. But anyway, the vote's for Derek, but we will see what happens. All right, moving on. Oh, look at this. The beast on beast action. The beast with two backs game.
Alex all day. Alex, man. He's got this one, man. Are
you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Alex, I'm blanking on who Alex is. Where is he from?
You know, that's a good question. Rob's not on here. I'm not sure who Alex Meyer is. He might be a new guy this year. I'm not sure. I'm drawing a blank on who he is.
Well, I reviewed his list, and it's a decent list. This is a good list. He's running the three characters: the Soothsayer, Master on Shamanism, the Beast Lord, and the Beast Chieftain, all on chariots. Big block of mongrels, double wild horde ambushing, big block of centaurs with lances, big block of razor tusk herd, two middle sticks, gargoyles, a raiding chariot, and cyclops. Oh, he's a Michigan guy. I'm getting the chat saying he's a Michigan guy.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah.
So I actually recognize this list. I'm pretty sure this is a list from Young Seaward, the guy from New Zealand or Australia, one of the two, who has a YouTube channel. He puts all three of those chariot characters into the single chariot to make a 4 chariot unit that's like crazy bonkers.
Yeah, and it absolutely would be. You're right. You're right. The Centaur unit doesn't suck either.
Oh, that Centaur unit.
Bringing Centaurs back.
Those Centaurs can do some work. They really can. And a Cyclops just to throw in the mix is not fun. Okay, so he's playing against me. Also running Beast Herds. Woot woot. I've got a unique Minnow Warlord build. This is the Fatal Folly Minnow Warlord build. A Master on Judaism, Chief BSB, some ambushing wild horns, some raiding chariots, some hound chaff, some more raiders chaff, and then a block of 10 Minotaurs with Great Weapons Banner of Speed.
10 Minotaurs. Wow.
So
with two Minotaur characters. With two Minotaur characters.
I'm
the
gonna
count
go ahead.
is 12.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a test list. This is a project concept list. Let's call it that. So I'm gonna say if I lose horribly in this tournament, it was the list's fault. But if I win this tournament, it was my brilliant strategy and brilliant working on beast herds. That's the truth. I'm not hearing anything else but that. But
so if I'm without giving away too much strategy, how are you running 12 guys? 4 wide? 5? Hey,
4 by 3. 4 by 3.
4 by 3. Man, that's a lot. Yeah. Okay.
Basically,
so two characters on the corners. Yeah.
Yep. It is a Minnow Death Star. Minnow
Yeah.
Super Death Star. It's got 3 giants and the chariots to cover its flanks.
And the Death Cheater, which one is that one again? Is that the 4-up?
He's gonna have a 2-up, 4-up.
But it's a 4-2, 4-2, right?
4-2. So he has no flaming, which is really nice.
And B stacks, so he's defensive 7, right?
Defensive 7. Any ones he rolls to hit me, I get an additional attack. That is also battle focused. Yeah, strength 7, battle focused.
And then the unit is MR2. It looks like, right?
It's MR4 because it has
MR4.
It has Obsidian Rock and double Aether
Okay,
icon on the
rock.
piece.
Okay, I didn't see the. Okay, I didn't see the Obsidian Rock. Okay.
And with that many bodies, it's like immune to shooting too. I mean,
yeah,
go ahead.
That unit sucks.
So I think this is a halfway D-Chep matchup for me. I've been running a little bit of math in my head. Can my Minnow Death Star take on his Chariot Death Star? And I am not sure.
Well, I mean, even after the agility and all the problems, there's still Minotaurs, and there's still going to be between 7 to 10 of them left. I mean,
yeah, I agree with John. We run it 10 times. He wins that one 2 out of 8, maybe, or 2 out of 10. That's There's still Minotaurs.
It's a really interesting list,
thing, right? You're gonna try to. We're going to try to not let that happen, right? He's not. You're going to, or whatever. If that matchup happens, I'll be surprised. But that's a man. Yeah, that's a Death Star unit for sure.
It's almost like a castle up that can come get you, right? Because you castle up in the corner, and then all of a sudden it's moving, and it's like headed right for you, and there's nothing you can do against the middle, and there's very little you can do against the edges. So it's interesting.
My concept, I mean, I'm not giving away too much of my tactics, but my concept was to run this like a dwarf list and point sync the Minnow block. But we'll see. I'm voting for myself. Josh, who you got on this one?
I'm gonna take you, and not just out of pandering. I like the Long Horde ambush. I think people underestimate minnow sticks at their own peril, but I don't see something hitting hard enough that it's going to wipe out your middle, and you've got enough strength on the sides to take care of, maybe not necessarily eliminate, but take care of threats. So I all in all, as a beast herd player for a long time, I really do like Alex's list, but I think there's a unique aspect of your list where if you deploy correctly, you could own it. So I'm going with yours.
Ooh, thank you. Ro, what do you got? What do you got, Ro?
Kenyon, man, love you, man. You know what follows after that, right? Yeah.
Oh man,
love you, man. That
would be some tough love.
That unit is tough. Yeah. Matter of fact, tell me in 5 games how many times that unit is dead. Okay, please tell me that. That's tough, but I think it's the all the eggs in one basket approach. I know it's not like half your list or anything, but there's a lot of stuff in there, man.
Yeah.
I think you got enough stuff to chaff him. I think you got enough stuff that will help you out. but the maneuverability of the chariots, the other smaller things that he has in his list, it'd be tough. I don't even go like a 13-7, a 12-8. I mean, this ain't a runaway. This ain't a landslide victory. But I'm gonna give him the slight edge, Kenyon. Love you, man, but I'm gonna give him the slight edge.
Bro,
Kenyon, don't worry about it. Ro's just an armchair quarterback.
bro, that is a dagger through the heart. I am hurt. I'm hurt.
I'll buy you a beer, like you told me. Hey, I'll buy you a beer.
All right. Fair enough. Moving on here. Let's see here. Oh my God.
Hey, and Kenyon, give me a few minutes. Gonna lay the kids down, so you and Josh for just a little bit. All right.
All right, sounds good. All right, Brian, great guy, playing the Ogre Cons versus David Zeller, who I do not know who David Zeller is. But he's running the Shamanism Pyromancy Master, the Great Khan General of Kakadai's Legacy, Khan BSB, Bruisers, Tribesmen, Big Block of Bruisers, Big Block of Tribesmen, 3 Cats, Trappers, 2 Thunder Cannons, 2 Scratapults, 2 units of 3 Bombardiers. This is the net Ogre Cons shooty list.
Shooty McShooterson.
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you.
He was running this same list at Masters Weekend also. Same thing.
Great Khan has an ogre crossbow. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah. And then once you get to him, it's 2 huge blocks of ogres ready to take your charge.
Which is bad for them without the mammoth, but I mean, the idea is you got to get there.
Yeah.
So this is you want to talk about dwarf lists, right?
Yeah, true.
It's just a very tall, very wide dwarf list.
So this is a good list.
Because they fight like crazy. Yeah, it's not bad.
This is tried and true OgreCon list. And I think he plays it well. He's been playing it a while, so he definitely plays it well. Let's move on and see what David has. Empire Sonsal, Master on Pyromancy, Adept on Divination, General on Foot with Death Warrant, Great Tactician, Marshal BSB, a Prelate on Foot, 10 Knights, oh my goodness, 2x3 Heavy Spearmen, 3x20 Halberdiers. Actually, one of them is just a hand weapon shield, I think. 2x15 handguns, 37 Imperial Guard, 3 Knights of the Sun Griffin, Rangers, Cannon, Mortar. Wow, what a list! What a list!
If this was any more blocky, it'd be made out of Legos.
Jesus. This is definitely taking advantage of the parent supporting unit shenanigans. This is exactly what he's going for.
And there's even some shooting, cannon and mortar.
Yeah, cannon, mortar. I mean, his. I
feel like the mortar holds the list together. You know, it's just...
Jesus.
But he's got pyromancy, you know, and he's got like great tactician. I think he's more of a household standard, but. I don't know, man. These are 2 lists that are perfectly happy not engaging.
This is
like perfectly happy.
Yeah, I mean, his only kind of countercharge unit is the Knights of the Sun Griffin. Everything else is going to be a tar pit. There's only going to be everything else is a tar pit. But he has enough bodies to stand up to this shooting, right?
I would think, and he doesn't have anything overly large that is terrified of cannons. So how much damage does Scratapults do? I mean, is that like is that a 4x4 or what's the landing on that?
It's 4 or 5x5. I don't remember, to be honest. I mean, if his Scratapults,
it's gonna be interesting.
If his Scratapults go off, yeah. I think this is a situation where the Ogre Cons should push.
I think you might be right.
Because
then again, I think you might be wrong, because that's exactly what Empire wants you to do.
Yeah,
it's like, they're like,
I don't know.
push. Oh, Billy, push, go for it.
But he's gonna grind you out. He's gonna grind all of these units out, even the Imperial Guard.
Am I wrong, or do the ogres have more shooting?
The ogres have more shooting.
I think the ogres have more shooting.
So the
guard has to come to the ogres.
We have a note in the chat. The Scratapults are 6x6, but they don't have a center. They don't have a center hit.
Do they care? They don't want a center hit. What are they shooting at that needs a center? Yeah, I am reluctantly going to give this to the ogres. I don't think it's going to be big.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm thinking 12-8, 13-7.
I think the ogres are going to take this, and I think the ogres need to shoot and push his 2 big blocks of bruisers and tribesmen.
But he can push with his bombardiers and still get breakthrough. Like, those bombardiers are so tricky.
But I really feel like there's nothing that can stand up to his bruisers and his tribesmen. There's nothing. Nothing.
Okay, well, I already picked ogres.
So. Okay, we're all picking ogres. I'm sorry, David. Prove us wrong. Moving on. I love
David's list, though. I wouldn't want to fight it.
It is an interesting, crazy list. Let's see here. Match 11. Neil Hamilton, the excellent player from Michigan, Neil Hamilton, versus Eric Rennie. Eric Rennie. I believe Eric's a Kansas player, right? I'm pretty sure he is.
Kansas player fit on your table?
Yeah, Eric is a longtime Kansas player, known him.
That's the.
He had a rough time at the Red River. I think he had like 9 something. Man, he had a rough time of.
Eric is the guy. Eric, I'm thinking about the right person. Eric, I know who you are. So, Neil, great player. He was in Masters, running his usual list. I think it is the same list he runs almost all the time. Temple XR General, another Temple X on Divination, a Warlock Outcast on Witchcraft, an Assassin, 2 blocks of Spears, a block of Temple Militants, Shadow Riders, a small block of Corsairs, Obsidian Guard. Oh, this is a little different than his Master's list. This was a 10 block of Obsidian Guard before, I think 2 times 10. 17 Adjudicators, 2 single Raptor Chariots, 2 single Hunting Chariots, Shadow Riders, and a Mist Leviathan. This is a good list. He has perfected the MSU Dread Elves list.
Unfortunately, I don't know much about Dread Elves, man. I've played them a handful of times. I think lifetime I have a better record against them, but to me they're like elves and they just got bullshit rules. So that's kind of where I'm at on Dread Elves. Yeah,
I can't disagree about the bullshit rules. Dread Elves, in my personal opinion, are very strong. Trying to go into his spears, trying to go into the Obsidian Guard, trying to go in the Adjudicators is really hard. You got to shoot this guy down. You really have to shoot this. Neil's hard counter is shooting, like 100%. Eric, what are you bringing? Eric is bringing Demon Legions. Eric, I think this is a bad matchup for
Known
you.
for their shooting. Known for their shooting.
He's got a Scourge, he's got a Miser, Myrmidon, Succubi, Hoarders, Claude Fiends, Furies. Oof, I'm sorry, Eric, this is a bad matchup for you.
Oh no.
This is a bad matchup for you, unfortunately.
Don't worry, the Furies have kaleidoscopic flesh. Everything's gonna be fine.
Ugh, gosh.
He's and also Eric's deal. He's not a regular player. He's busy at work, so he doesn't have a lot of time. He's not up every weekend. He's not up on the rules, and he's been playing the game for 20-something years. But it's just the little things, And like I said, he had a rough go of it at Red River.
Yeah.
And he I know he cycles through Saurian Ancients, Vampire Counts, and now it looks like Demon Legions. because he's had a rough run. But yeah, he just doesn't get to practice either. He just doesn't have the time to get the regular game. So he's a great human being. Love Eric to death, and he comes to these tournaments really to support because he knows what we do. But it's tough. He's just not he doesn't get to play regularly. He's not polished.
Yeah. Don't worry, Eric. Have fun in this first game. I'll buy you your first beer. We'll meet at the bar. Neil, Neil,
he doesn't drink, so I'll take his beer. Okay.
Neil, you're gonna do just fine, so don't worry. I'll buy you a club soda at the bar. Don't worry. Josh, any comments?
I find myself speechless.
All right.
Which for you viewers is a rarity. Just so you know, that is a rarity.
Okay, next matchup. This is a good matchup. James Silva, Shyhammer himself, is coming to this tournament. James, I'm so stoked.
What's going on?
What's going on, YouTube? I'm so stoked you're coming. I really hope I play you because James is a great guy to play against. He's a great player. He was in Masters also. Against Sean Mooney, who is also a great player from the Bay Area. The Bay Area is representing at this tournament. I love it. This is going to be a really good game. Both good players. Let's see what list they bring. James, hey, he's running the ONG, even though this is a list that's going out the door. As I said, the ONG book is coming out very soon. But we'll see what he brings.
He's an OG running the ONG, you know what I'm saying?
Well, James always plays the Orcs and Goblins. That's his safe place. That's his safe spot. ONG, he loves them, he plays them, he paints fantastically. So, yeah, let's see what he brings. He's bringing a Goblin King on a Gargantula with Shieldbreaker. Pretty standard, but a great combo. Crown of the Wizard King. Or Orc Warlord General. Is he mounted on anything? He's on a boar with a bunch of hitty stuff. Goblin Witch Doctor.
He's exciting. He's not that much of a bore. He's, an entertaining warlord.
Master on Pyromancy. He's got the BSB. No, it's the BSB with the bow with the Madzazappin. He's got 28 Ord Egg Bashers, the Feral Orcs. He's got 20 Goblins, the Force Goblins with bows in the skirmish formation. He's got 21 Common Goblins with bows, 6 Trolls, Bridge Trolls, 9 Mounted Egg Bashers, 3 Goblin Wolf Chariots. He loves those Wolf Chariots. 1 single Boar Chariot, 3 Grotlings, and a Giant with a Giant Club. He normally doesn't run the Grotlings if I know correctly.
But they're so cheap and they're so chaff. And think about this list. This is the do anything to anyone list.
Yeah.
Right? The password is versatile. So, you know what I mean? How bad are those Grotlings going to mess you up for 90 points? That could come in clutch.
Yeah.
I believe they call that an all-comers list, right?
I mean, only in the industry.
Jesus, Josh. Okay. Jesus. All right,
so, I was wondering if you were gonna. All right, I was wondering if you were gonna take the bait on that, man.
he's gonna take the bait every time. Come on. There's just a lot going on here. No crazy random movement stuff, which is he normally doesn't run fanatics. The Mad Gits. He loves the Feral Orcs with the Mammoth Stabber. I mean, this is.
Who doesn't?
All right, we'll see. What he's up against. Sean, who is running Beast Herds. Beast Herds are coming out in droves in this tournament. He has got
seriously.
Yeah.
Beast Herds, ogres, shooting. Every meta you ever thought was like a thing of the past has arrived.
Soothsayer General, very unique. Master on Druidism. It's a unique build. He's got the BSB Chief with double Aether Icon and the Seed. 47 Mongrels, 3 Raiding Chariots, Raiders, 6 Minotaurs, 1 with pair weapons, 1 with shields, a Razor Tusk Chariot, 10 Longhorns not ambushing, Gargoyles, Briar Beast, double Gortak. I mean,
when playing in the Sacramento meta against people like Josh, ambushing's a risk. I mean, you got to get to like turn 5 for it to matter. So, screw that ambushing stuff. You say it like it's a joke. I wish I was kidding.
This is
I love the double Gortok, man. I mean, big bull, little bull.
Hey, Josh, let me really quickly. I don't know if you were kidding or not, but what do you mean? Why is it a joke?
I mean, because if you're relying on ambush to get into the action, there's always that risk your shit ain't showing up till turn 4. And if it's a 5-turn game or a 4-turn game because you got a really slow player in your hands, it's not exactly tournament savvy. I don't think that like.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes sense.
So double minnow blocks, double Gortok, and a big anvil with mongrel. And I know he runs that beast chieftain in the mongrels. I'm pretty sure.
Isn't that a mismatched base?
It's fine. It's still the same size.
Mongrels are 25 now. Yeah, mongrels are 25 now.
No, mongrels are 20. It's going to stick out on the side, but you're not going to be able to shoot them because they're both standard size infantry.
Yep, that's true. This list is very similar to how I used to run it, and I mean when I began playing beast herds, and it flip a coin. I mean, you can do really well, or you can get the full mop with it. But I guess that's true for beast herds anyway.
Yeah.
Soothsayer, as in general, it's
It's an interesting choice. It's a bold move.
Yeah,
it's a bold move.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes
Druidism.
It kind of makes sense
with the Minotaurs, though. It does make sense with Druidism.
With 2 Minotaurs and 2 Gortoks who are fearless. Yeah, he doesn't need the leadership that much.
www.getsome.com.
Yeah. So the question is, can all of this aggression in this beast herd list go through this ONG list?
This aggression will not stand, man. Or will it?
Question from you, Kenyon. Answer from me. I think yes. I think beast herds represent this tournament, man. Wow. I think we're representing. I'm going with Sean on this one, man.
Ooh, going with Sean. James is a great player. He's brought an all-comers list. This is definitely a tournament list that can handle a little bit of shooting, a little bit of combat, a little bit of magic, all phases list. Does he have enough chaff? He's got stuff he can throw out there as chaff. I hate to root against the Bay Area, but I think James has got this one. I really do. He's got the tools. I mean, it's going to be a razor's edge situation where if he fails a panic check or if he fails a terror check at the wrong moment, everything's going to collapse. But if James plays it right, I think he can take off Sean. What do you think, Josh?
I think the quest stands on the edge of a knife. I am very torn. I think I've seen James play well. I've seen James play okay. I've seen Sean play really well. I've seen Sean play okay. This is the first game of the day. I don't think he's going to be that hungover. I think that. No, I mean I'm serious. Like that's bad news. You know, can the Gortoks get it done against a versatile list?
You said he's not going to be hungover. We will have to rectify that situation on Sunday.
Well, he gets here at 12:30, and I know I'll still be up and drinking. You know what I mean? If you'll still be up and drinking, then we got a situation on our hands.
You said that word if. You said if. I don't like that word. When
bad
we're
word.
Still up drinking, yes.
If not when.
When we are still up drinking till 3:30. I've seen Sean consume more alcohol than any human being alive, and for me to say that's a statement. So you're not going to fade that fool. I'm assuming right. James can handle it.
Who's gonna take it though? Who's gonna take it?
Oh, I don't want to give it to Sean out of sheer loyalty, but I'm really torn. It's a very close match. Both of them could do incredible things to the other. I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go double Gortok. I'm gonna go
Okay.
Sean.
2 votes for Sean, 1 vote for James. Come on, James, prove me right. Prove me right. Okay, moving on. Where are we? We're at match 13. Joel Flint versus who are you? The fucking government question mark? I'm pretty sure I know who that is, but well, who is it, bro?
You did ask his name.
Yeah, who is that? Who? You tell me who that is.
That's oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Kilt guy.
Does he wear? Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Does he wear kilts? Yes. Okay.
I'm blanking on his name.
That's Tom. Tom.
Thank you,
Moulton.
Tom
Yeah,
Moulton.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So,
Tom, I apologize. I apologize, Tom.
Before we go any further, he's not a huge ninth age guy.
Mm-hmm.
He plays other games. You know, he's created other games. Great dude. Love Tom. He's playing. I don't want to say out of just to help out or fill a void or anything like that, but he's playing because he loves the camaraderie.
Yeah.
He's not going here to win this tournament. He's not trying. But I did tell him last time I seen him. Last year he woke up and chose violence. He got best general last year. He got best general, man, and everybody was like, "Damn, Tom!" So he's got to defend that now. He's playing. I'm glad he's playing, man. It wouldn't be the same without Tom, and you know you need the 3 to get there, and he rolls the double ones. It wouldn't be the same without Tom rolling them double ones, man. So I'm glad he's here, man. Yeah.
All right. Joel is running his Empire Sunstall as always. Wizard Master on Divination on foot with the Locket, which is an interesting combination. Marshall on a Great Griffin. Hero's Heart Ghostly Guard. Marshall General on a Griffin, so 2 Griffin characters. Marshall on a Pegasus. This is his usual list. 4x5 Electoral Cab, 3x10 State Militia, Readers, 2x7 Rangers, a volley gun, and a steam tank. This is classic Joel. MSU.
I'm not really buying this electoral cab thing. I think they were forced into it.
MSU, shooty. He's gonna keep peppering you until you've got nothing left. And he's gonna chaff you into oblivion also.
He's gonna keep peppering you till you're salty.
Ah!
No, I won't allow that, Josh. No.
All right, disallowed. All right, I love the Ascalander list. I love the fact that there's like a bagrillion berserkers coming at your face. But I do know Joel, and Joel is used to rush lists. Joel is not afraid of the rush. So, I mean, he has a lot more cavalry than I'm used to, and he's got a lot more. Well, he's got plenty of shooting, but I feel like he's used to people coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the list. I'm not a huge fan of the 4 different electoral cav. I'd like to see 2 units of 10, but you know,
Again,
I'm
it
not
wasn't
that.
their choice.
Yeah,
It's a misnomer.
I'm not that good, so what do I know? But the readers, writers, however the hell you say that, don't leave home without them. Those guys are going to do their work. They just best fattest cab in the game, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree.
Volley guns, 5D3, right? And 3D6. I can't remember what it is. 3D6. The volley guns, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, 3D6. It's 3D6 shots. I don't remember.
5 AP3.
It's a
right?
lot of. It's 5 AP3. A lot of
They
shots.
tend to write her a lot of wrong.
Oh,
God damn it, man.
my god.
All right, it's 3D6, but the drawback is only 24 inches, I believe. But still, I mean, those they're great artillery. Man, I was expecting to see some Imperial Guard or you know the swordsmen. What do they call it? Aren't they Imperial Guard? But they're not here. But he's got the two Griffins that I like it. I like the list.
Well, my camera just went out, so you guys will not be able to see my face, but we'll move on. Okay, yeah, it's his list. He loves this kind of list. Let's move on to Tom's list, the Asklanders list. He's got a chief, General on foot with longship raids, so the general's ambushing. BSB also with longship raids, so he's ambushing. Wizard on a chariot, adept on thaumaturgy. 35 Asklanders, 36 Asklanders. Those are probably the two ones that are ambushing, or maybe the two units of 16. 20 Huskarls with spear and shield and thrown weapons. So maybe they're the ones ambushing. I don't even know. I think he can choose which unit he makes ambushing at the beginning of the game. I don't even know. Berserkers, wargs, Jotun, and a giant with a tribal war spear. This is a come get you list.
Yeah, see, if I was playing him and he said they can ambush, or no wait, they can feign death, or no wait, they can, I'd be like, okay, yeah, if you say so, yeah.
I can lay down and pretend.
That's where I'm at on this list. I don't know anything about it. I'd be like, yep, if you say that, then yes, they can do it.
The ambushing has improved in the last edition of Asklanders. They no longer need to come in like the way they were. They can just come in, period.
Yeah,
they don't auto ambush on round. Yep, they auto ambush on round 2, but it's no longer restricted, right? So you don't have to just like do one board edge. You can come in the back. You can just come in. And with two units of berserkers, he's just going to be up on you. So I mean, you know, he may be showing up for fun, and he may have dice that have no intention of aiding him in his quest ever. But even with that, like, you know, the Asklander chief with the symbol of slaughter and like 37 attacks or whatever it is, butt naked, strength 6, AP, screw you, like, you know, yeah, it's not a bad list.
It's not a bad list. The question is, does this counter?
I'd play that list.
Does this counter?
If I had the models, I'd play that list.
Does this counter Joel's?
Does it counter Joel? Well, you know, kind of like ambush is not Joel's best friend, right? Like, and you know, he's a very front-facing. You can't get through my, you know, mad cow defense or whatever it is. But like, you know, you come in from behind, it's a different story. So all of a sudden, I still like Joel's list better. Like, I got to be honest, but you know, it's not without its tricks and potential.
You know, I think I'm gonna vote for Tom, actually, because I think he can easily pincer all of these small units.
Well, what's also in the Jotun? Oh, the Jotun got so good. Like, Jotun.
I think Tom. I really think Tom has a decent chance here. Joel's a great player, but I think Tom has a chance. I'm gonna vote for Tom. I'm doing it.
Si se puede.
I agree with you, Kenyon. And like I said, he's got something to prove. He's got to defend last year. He woke up and chose violence last year, man. And he's got to defend that. And I know Tom. And he's gonna he may not be a big fan of the Ninth Age, but he's gonna defend his title. And
how do you not choose violence if you're wearing a kilt?
Exactly. Yes. Okay. I'm going Tom on this one, man.
All right, 2 votes for Tom. 2 votes for Tom. All right.
You know, my instinct is to roll with Tom just because. But having played Joel as many times as I have, like, even with all the disadvantages that Tom's list brings, there's always going to be something you didn't think of that, you know, Joel has in turn 5 that you're like, oh, god damn it. So I'm gonna reluctantly give it to Joel, but not because he deserves it.
All right, here we go. Next matchup. CJ versus Josh L. Who's Josh L?
Josh L is the only list in the entire tournament I'm terrified to fight.
He is another Wichita guy. Recently found out he's a power gamer. No other way to say it.
Oh,
he wants to play. Yeah, he's here to play.
Are you sure?
Works with Rob. Cool dude. Love him. He's a great dude. But I don't like playing him. I won the last game that we played, but I think like he's got like a book of grudges type thing, and so now he's like, all right, well, like next time we play, yeah, he puts tough lists together. Great guy. But that's Josh, and then we all know
putting him on blast. Putting him on blast. Wow. Okay. CJ's running the ogres.
Yes, I will absolutely put Josh on blast. Absolutely, yeah. Josh, you owe me a beer. All right, okay.
All right, CJ's running the ogres. Shaman, master on shamanism. Shaman, adept on pyromancy. Great Khan with Kakadai's legacy. BSB with an interesting build. Troll Eater, essence of mithril. 8 bruisers. 8. Oh, here's Marisol.
There she is. There's Josh Kenyon.
You can't see me. I'm sorry, my camera's off, but well, I see you. 8 bruisers, 8 tribesmen, 4 tuskers, 6 merc vets with swift stride and plate armor and paired weapons, a cat, trappers, and a frost mammoth.
I love that he has a cat because that's all he really needs.
That's all he needs. That is all he needs. How did he fit in a master and adept, a general, a great con, and a con BSB? I don't know how he fit that all in there. But
he has 4 highly capable units.
Yeah, it's just
with a frost mammoth hiding behind all of them.
This is who needs chaff. Well, he's still got 2 pieces of chaff, but this is a very
Somebody
simple.
Help me out.
This is one of those vulnerable.
If we put frost mammoth next to a carnosaur, alpha carnosaur, where they rank?
Oh, the alpha.
I don't know
wins.
anything about a
very
different things. Alpha wins. A frost mammoth is not
face alpha wins, but a frost mammoth kicks the shit out of an alpha in terms of overall potency on the game board.
Yeah.
An alpha does one thing. A frost mammoth does all things in a radius.
Okay, let's put it in terms of gore talk.
I mean, the Gore Talk's a good game, but it's not.
Okay, Kenyon, never mind, man.
All right, let's move on to Josh's list. Warriors of the Dark Gods. I think this is the first Warriors list, which is interesting. Chosen Lord General on a Wasteland Dragon. Hell yeah. Burning Portent. Pride, Obsidian Rock. Sorcerer, Veil Walker, Master on Occultism. On foot, it seems. 15 Warriors of Sloth, 30 Barbs with Spear and Shield. Interesting choice.
He's not on foot. He's on a Scythe wheel.
Oh, he's on a Scythe wheel.
Four up.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Zip.
2 times 10 Warrior Knights with Lances and Gluttony.
Why the hell not?
Because that is scary. Both with Zealot Banner. Jesus. 6 Wretched Ones, and then 2 times 5 Flayers.
Just 21 strength 6 attacks. Calm down.
Jesus, 21 strength 6 attacks.
So I was running the double gluttony Zealot Banner list for a while. And what I discovered is they get into combat, they hit like a ton of bricks, and then they don't quite break your block. And they go up to strength 5, they're whack it, but they're only AP 1. So they need help. They have to get rescued from the end of the combat, right? What does that well? Well, I guess 6 random movement doesn't give a shit where they're charging. Wretched Ones do it well. Oh, you know the other thing that does it well? A Lord on a Dragon with D3 screw you wounds. That does it quite well. So depending on which side or either side or both you're coming from, like, this is the list I would play if I had the balls to play this list. This is the list that is... No, I'm serious. This is the list that is vulnerable to shooting. This is a list that is matchup dependent. Otherwise, they roll you like a Tootsie. I mean, you're done. This is a great list.
Oh, but can it blow through this OgreCon list? That's the question.
If it can get around this OgreCon list, sure. It'll blow through it like a, I don't even know what the allegory is here, but like, yes, the short answer is it can definitely it can pick a side and it can roll up that side.
Right? Even Josh Jurand couldn't come up with a pun in that situation?
You know, it's late in the evening. What can I tell you?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Goodness, this hits real hard.
I'm a little bit intimidated. Like, this is the Warriors list that like I wish I knew how to beat, but he's got occultism. You know what occultism does? It deletes frost mammoths. I mean, he's got a wasteland dragon. You know what that does? It deletes frontal assaults and rolls around to your flank and ends you. By the way, he's got 2 units of knights that are punks if they get charged, but on the charge, they wreck you a little, enough until they get rescued. But it's enough, you know, and then they got the barbarians just like, I'm gonna score now. It's a good list.
I disagree with you. I think the ogres are gonna take it. I think they have chaff and a wide enough frontage of their entire army where it's gonna be really difficult to get around their flanks. And they've got enough zoning with the Tuskers. I think CJ's got it. I'm voting for CJ.
16-4 Warriors.
Okay.
I love CJ. CJ's awesome. CJ's bought me many a drink. I love CJ. It's not his fault.
Ro, you are the deciding factor. What's your vote?
Oh man, I'm going with Josh.
He hates to agree with me.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
What, you're choosing the Warriors?
I love CJ to death, man. But it's Josh, and it's not even close. I'm going 15-5, Josh.
Ooh. Okay. CJ, you have your goals laid out for you to prove me right. You can do it. You can do it.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
All right. Where are we? We're second to last matchup here. Johnny Pike versus Jesse Silva. Jesse, I love to see that Jesse's here. Jesse and I have not had a chance to hang out, but I've heard good things. He's a cool guy. He goes to he's on Team Mexico, so he's got to be a good time. So Johnny Pike running his Highborn Elves like he always does. Mage on a Dragon, Master on Alchemy, Order of the Fiery Heart. Commander, Aluz Hardwood, BSB, Master of the Chronic Tower. That model can do a lot of stuff. It says BSB, it can shoot, and it's Master of the Chronic Tower. It's a lot. Commander General with a longbow kind of in his pants, Queen Companion. That's interesting. Sea Guard, Spears, Reavers, Knights of Rima, Initiate, Triple Reaper, Double Reaver Chariot, and some Grey Watchers.
Is that a longbow in your pants? Or you just happy to see me?
Oh, I'm just happy to see you, Josh.
He couldn't do it, right? He couldn't stay quiet.
I believe I did do
something.
it. So this list literally has like a split personality.
Okay.
This is gonna shoot you, gonna shoot you, gonna shoot. No, I want to fight you. I want to shoot you. No, I want to fight you. Like, which again, if you play that properly, can be incredibly advantageous.
It's very true.
Triple Sea Guard Reaper is the reason I don't run Josh L's list. Like, that's why. That's specifically. Here we go. Case in point. D3 plus what dragon? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. It's a big old dragon. 1,000-point dragon. Okay. He's playing Jesse, who is running the Ogre Cons. And he's playing a Mammoth Hunter list. Mammoth Hunter BSB. Mammoth Hunter, that is not the general. Who's the general? Oh yeah, the second Mammoth Hunter is the general, sorry. He's got the Wild Heart. And then a Shaman Adept on Shamanism. 10 Tribesmen. 2 blocks of 5 Tigers. Interesting. And then 3 times 4 Tusker Calf with great weapons and Banner of Speed. And to round it out, a Rock, because why not?
His 200-point chaff can potentially delete other chaff. So don't make a knock until you try it, right?
Oh,
and he's got 3 Tusker Cav that by themselves aren't super undefeatable, overly threatening, but there's so many of them. Where are you going to shoot your Reapers?
Is there a rule that says we have to listen to this? Is there a rule that says that?
Come on, it gives these list reviews a little flavor, a little.
Oh dang, man.
Shoot,
this is not a bad list. This is a great, like, oh, you're gonna shoot me? Sure. What would you like to shoot first? And your shooting's over now. I'm in your face.
Yeah, I mean, does he have enough chaff to really? I mean, he's got the counter charge. He's got the Knights of Rima, right?
I guess. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. No, there's 7 Knights of Rima. Okay, there's a reason. I take it back.
I gotta go with Jesse. This is just a shove it forward. This is a great list. I'm gonna go with Jesse. I think he's gonna overwhelm Jon. I mean, Johnny's a great player. He's a great player.
He has elves though, and elves, take a charge to the face and like, I'm gonna die, and all of a sudden I go first and I cause 35 wounds somehow.
It's true. I mean, it's true. He's got a lot of spears, which is bad. If he uses the Knights of Rima right, I'm switching. I'm switching. Johnny Pike. I'm voting for you. Josh, what are you saying?
This could go either way. Even the Sea Guard can fight, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, as much as I adore Jesse's list, and as much as his list defeats significant shooting, the fact that Jon can still fight once you get there and fight well and fight with AP, I gotta give it. I gotta give it to Jon.
All right, Ro, what do you say?
I'm going with Johnny because I know him. I know Jesse a little bit. I know Johnny more, and also he brings beef jerky from Bucky. So I gotta have beef jerky, man. I mean, that's all there is to that. So
that's all that really matters, right?
But no, I think Jon is a great player. Rob has told me. Jesse is a great player. Dude, these 2 guys could be competing for the top spots come turn 4 or 5 when it comes down to it. I mean, they're both great players, and Jon seems like he's always in the running when it comes down to it in every GT that we go to. So we can look at these lists all day long, right? And that's what we do. We give our opinions about it, but these guys know the ins and outs, and they know what they excel at and what they don't excel at and all that. And that's kind of the beauty of doing these list reviews, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if we should ever go back and pick, if we made the picks and then go it's almost like Mel Kiper Jr. and draft picks and he was way wrong on that guy. No, we should do that. Go back and go
I totally agree. That never happens.
About that.
That never happens. I absolutely agree.
I don't know if I have enough free time to go through the list.
I'm the guy.
In fact, I think we should put money on it.
Hey, I'm the guy who, I don't get it wrong. Josh, I can see you being Mel Kiper. You're Schefter. Kenyon,
At this point,
but
you're making fun of my hairstyle. That's all there is.
Well, you don't have the pompadour on, man. Dude,
I try not to do too much pompadour in circumstance. It's not what I do.
But
okay,
honestly,
all right.
It would be, hold on real quick. It would be interesting to see, even when we pick who's going to win the tournament, to go back and go how'd they do? And if there's 30 guys,
we do
29th or some shit, and go man, we were dead wrong on that. But It would be funny to go back and look at that, man.
That would.
I agree. This time, Kenyon said yes. He a commitment's a promise. He said he'd do it.
That's gonna be like a full day of watching my own videos, recording everything. But I'll see if I can make it happen. I'm not promising anything. All right. Last matchup here. Finally, we made it to the end. Walter, good old Walter, versus
Literally the best for last.
Versus freaking Josh Gurand. Jesus. Oh god. So Josh.
Wait, is this Comrade Reasoner? He's playing? Oh, I didn't know that he was playing. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know he was gonna make it. All right.
So Josh has been talking up his list nonstop to me.
And then I ran smack into fucking dwarves.
He said this is the best list he's ever made. He said he told me he can't lose. So we'll see what happens here. Walter, bring in the Dwarven Holds.
He's got a comrade list, let me tell you.
Jesus. Rune of Destruction King. Runesmith with a bunch of stuff. Thane BSB with the Holdstone.
With a bunch more stuff.
Engineer with the Wormslayer rocket. 30 Greybeards.
No worm.
30 Greybeards. 10 crossbows. 30 Deep Watch. 10 miners, Vengeance Seeker, 10 Forge Wardens, Steamcopter, and a cannon. Rune crafted cannon.
As well, he should have the cannon. The Steamcopter's utilitarian. I really like the miners. I think that anybody that sleeps on miners is doing themselves a disservice. Deep Watch is decent. Greybeards are good. It's a good list. It's my problem.
Can you?
I mean, like Twitch.
Can you?
Twitch. Because I can't not fight the goddamn Dwarf King.
Can you fight the Dwarf King in the Deep Watch?
Oh, I know I can.
Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it.
I know it in my heart.
Don't.
I know it in my heart.
Don't kill the king.
Wait, I'm a little disappointed. Y'all didn't get it. You said anybody who sleeps on miners. Phrasing. I said phrasing, man. Hold on. You can't say that shit, man.
Oh, well, they'll be 18 eventually. Calm down.
They're dwarves. They're already probably 140.
Right? It's a Baby Yoda's 50 and you'd never give him a hard time.
All right. Oh, okay.
Also, last season of Mandalorian sucked. All right, that's another discussion. Go ahead, Kenny. Go.
Yeah, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Josh, take me through your list.
Well, there was that time I fought the Dwarf King. So I thought, I made some adjustments. I didn't know that you can't get parry if you're mounted. That was news. So I got rid of the Gladiator's spirit armor, whatever, and just gave him back the Basalt Infusion. Same price point. Symbol of Slaughter, so 8 Strength 5, AP 2 attacks, Strength 6 if they're Gluttony, Strength 7 if it's Idolist Spite with AP 3. So he does work, but he does a lot of work on units more so than characters. He can take a character, but he's not gonna take a character. I went with the Master on Alchemy because it's correct. The way I play my list, that's a better match. I want those spells and the heirloom from the guy hanging back just doing work. The Evo guy's little face forward, he's got a 1-up, but he's also got the book and the rod, so he's got plenty of spells himself. So I got 9 spells, decent sized block of warriors, 23 with greed, chosen with greed, and the replacement was I got rid of the paired weapon chosen and replaced him with chosen knights because they got 2-up armor and they do work and you give them flaming and they get in there.
Yeah.
So I've still got the 8 warrior, knights with gluttony and the 2 characters in there usually, depending on where they go. They can go elsewhere, depends on the amount of shooting. With the Stalker standard, and it functions just as well as the 10 brick of gluttony knights with Zealot's banner, but once they get in and they wham and they hit that little whang and then nothing happens because it was a brick and it didn't move.
That little whang.
But, yeah, that shows. Well, it depends on how you use it, if you know what I'm saying, right? So the Chosen Lord then gets it done, and that's the help they don't need to
The
come in.
motion of the ocean. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's small craft advisory, if you know what I'm saying. So it the Chosen Lord gets it done after the Knights get in there, and that's the point. They don't need to be rescued. They've got their own savior in the unit. So I like it a little better. I just don't like relying on something else getting there. But again, if I had the nuts to play Josh L's list and I just get there with my fucking flying dragon or God knows what else, like my rotating 360 spinning with their eyes never point in the same direction, random movement unit, like that would work too. So this is what I've chosen to go with, no pun intended. I think it's working for me. And it was forged in the crucible of Aaron's 75-hour game at the end of day one of
you guys played a long
Silicon
time.
Hammer. I think we played through the next game.
So we understand that Josh is rooting for himself, but the question is, can he get through a Dwarf King?
Yeah. Always find a Dwarf King.
I don't know. It almost. I don't know if he was rooting for himself in that whole discussion. That's kind of hard to tell, man.
I can take everything in this entire list but the Dwarf King. I can annihilate everything in this army but the Dwarf King.
Here's what's gonna happen, Josh.
And that's true
Josh,
of
if
most
you
armies, right? If they see this Dwarf King, you're gonna leave him alone. Yeah.
Josh,
I haven't had a good track record.
If you chaff and ignore the Dwarf King and go for the secondary, you will win this game, and I'm voting for you. If you go into the King, you will lose, and I'm not voting for you. What are you gonna do?
Josh, if you don't drink too much and wake up refreshed the next day, you'll deploy well and win the next.
Here's what I'm gonna do, based solely on that, Kenyon. Josh and I are getting drunk on Friday night, and he's gonna wake up and be like, "I want this game to be over. Let's go get lunch," and he's gonna go all in on the Dwarf King, and he's gonna abandon all strategy.
So then I'm rooting for Walter.
Me, him, and Kurt, and who else? Josh. We're all gonna be up at the bar. That's what we're doing, man. Because Friday night happens, and we're gonna go play some video games or whatever. And all right, yeah. Hey, we're submarine. Isn't that what they call it? We're submarine.
It's submarine time.
I'll meet you on a top table on game 5, Josh. I'll meet you at the top table. We'll just meet for a second and have a quick drink. We won't be playing there, but we'll meet there. Okay.
Josh, did we lose you? I think your video just went out. I think we just lost Josh, but that was the last matchup. All right, that's it, folks. Thank you for joining us. Quick row, choose one list.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win the tournament?
Yeah. Man, it's tough, right? It's tough. It's tough. The usual names: Jurand, Jeff, Kenyon. Oh no, wait, sorry, I didn't mean to put that in there. Sorry, my bad. I mean, it's dude. Here's the beauty of it, man. Here's the beauty is that almost coming up on 10 years later, I've said the Wicked. We got 32 guys. Dude, we come out here, we have a good time. Who knows? Flip a coin, can you? I don't know. Flip several coins, man, on who's gonna win it.
I don't know. It's gonna be a familiar name. Jurand, Jeff, Pablo.
I want more than anything for everybody that comes to have a good time.
Yeah.
For everybody to have a good time, to spread the word to their friends and say this is one of the best GTs you can go to, because it is. It is. We've me and my brother have built this over several years, 10 years now. The Wicked. I say it every time when we give the awards and all that stuff out. It's not even low-hanging fruit. It's fruit that's going bad, laying on the ground. I mean, the Wicked and Dorothy and and it's all Kansas stuff. That's easy. That's easy to make a theme, right? That's the Wizard of Oz. That's easy in Kansas.
Yeah.
But we've done that. And I think the Wicked GT, the Red River Rumble GT are synonymous with great tournaments, and people come from all around, man. And that's what it is. And we want everybody who comes here to have a good time and to feel like their money is well spent. We don't want anybody to walk away and be like, I spent $80 or whatever, and I didn't get my time back. I didn't get my stuff back. That's not what this is about. That's why we have coasters and custom dice and just shit that everybody gets. The swag, right? It's stuff that we all get.
Don't you worry. Everyone's gonna have a good time, like we always do.
And we will. And this year is the second year that it's at the Red Roof Inn, which people who have normal goers of the Wicked GT, it's weird because it was always held up in the Best Western up in Park City. And you come to this place, and it almost looks identical.
It's almost the exact same hotel. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. It's freaky. It's very freaky, man.
I didn't actually realize it was at a different spot.
Okay, I walked in, and I text my sister-in-law, Echo, and I was like, hey, where the hell are y'all, man? And she's like, oh, hey, we're over here. And I was like, what? This looks identical. But anyway, it's close to the Rob's house. I know that Echo was talking about making breakfast for people on Saturday morning, making dinner for people on Saturday night.
Ooh, Echo, if you do all that, Echo, that would be amazing. I'm never gonna leave the hotel. I'm not leaving the hotel the whole weekend.
Biscuits and gravy. She said tacos de asada. She all that. It's gonna be a good time. Kenyon, man, thank you for putting this on. Josh, thanks for. I'm glad I can see your eyebrows very clearly, and because it's very close, like they didn't miss a hair, is what it looks like. They pulled them all off.
Wow.
Man. They got him. Yeah.
Am I being browbeaten?
No. Like they did a good job. All right, go back to that person who did it. Okay.
All right.
I can't wait for y'all to be there, man. Kenyon, thanks for doing this again. It's a good time, and man, this is what me and Rob do, man, and just being able to do this again and bring people back. And it's like Rob said, we do the same shit every year, and we laugh at the same jokes, and we say the same stupid shit, right? But we laugh at it the same every year, right? We play the same games. It's awesome. And that's what this is about, and that's what makes me happy, and that's what makes me laugh, and that's what makes me keep coming back. Because Josh, I can make fun of your eyebrows and your gray beard, and and Kenyon, I can't. You were giving head earlier, and that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. I love you, dudes, man. I love you, dudes. And
oh man,
Wicked GT is coming up. I can't wait to see y'all on Friday, man. All right, good.
Kenyon won, because honestly, Kenyon is the one that introduced me to these tournaments. He's like, you gotta go, and I'm like, Midwest. He's like, you gotta go, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going. And then I went, and I was like, okay, now I get it. So when they talk a bunch of smack about, these are the most fun tournaments, and you have no idea, and you couldn't know until you've been there, like there's some truth, real truth to that. And there's great tournaments around, the United States. So don't get me wrong, it's not the only game in town, but oh my God, what a great time. So I'm there every time, unless something wholeheartedly life substantial prevents me from being there. I'm never sorry I'm there. It's always amazing. Really appreciate you both doing what you do every time you do it. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Well, and you're right too. Just real quick, Josh, you're right, because it ain't like saying every other tournament sucks. Not that at all. There's great tournaments. So many other great tournaments. But me and Rob pride ourselves on these, man. We put our all into these, man. And my wife said it last time. She was like, you can tell that y'all are passionate about these tournaments. You can tell that you put your heart and soul into it, and we do. Man, I want y'all to come here and have a good time, man, and tell other people, and Josh, that's why, Sunday night we give each other a hard time. Y'all don't leave till Monday, and that's part of the experience, right? That's what it's turned into, man, and this is we pour our heart and soul into this. I know me and Rob first started the Wicked. He's taking it over, and that's why I got the Red River now, and that's why the Wicked is older now, because we both did it at first. But Rob says it. Best GT on either side of the Mississippi, man. This is it. And it is, man. And it is. All right. That's it. All
right, guys. It's going to be fun this weekend. We arrive Friday evening. The party begins Friday evening at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be fun.
Yes, it does.
Thanks everyone for watching. I think there's still 8 people in here. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe. And we will see what happens this weekend. Thank you for joining me. And everyone have a good night.
Kenyon, appreciate it, brother. Josh, we'll see y'all Friday, man. Y'all have a good night. Later.